Twitch chat, Wardog, message over. Welcome back, guys, to another stream. Today, on launch day, we are beginning day one of our Cao Cao Mandate of Heaven DLC Let's Play roleplay campaign. This is not where this campaign will usually be in my schedule. It's going to be Mondays, Mandate Mondays, obviously. But because it's launch day, I thought, why not start it today? And, you know, we'll do it on Monday again, so you get a double dose in on either side of the weekend, and then from then on, it'll just be on Mondays. So, let's get a live scene up, shall we? And get the music stopped as well. Alright. Gonna unmute 3K. Yeah, my first try was garbage. Sarah fixed it. Alright, guys. New campaign. I'm not going to go over this new screen and stuff in super detail, because I did that in the early access look, but they have changed the way the Lord Select works. We have this nifty timeline feature, which we went over that in day one of the early access look, so if you haven't seen it, feel free to check out the beginning of the day one VOD, and, you know, that's if you want to see it. If you haven't seen it and you don't care, we're going to plow on with Cao Cao, but we are starting in the Mandate of Heaven.
风云乱世，豪杰辈出。
曹操深知汉室之腐朽，但他依然会全力奋战，保天下安宁。
So, Cao Cao, his mechanics work the same as they do in Rise of the Warlords. He has the credibility thing, which allows him to incite proxy wars, influence diplomatic relationships, and it recovers over time. I do actually know how to use this resource because I've played Cao Cao before, so hopefully that will be pretty good at that. He's got Tiger and Leopard Cav and Heavy Tiger and Leopard Cav, which are shock cavalry units. He's got farming garrisons, which I don't think I ever actually built in my previous playthroughs, so hopefully we'll make use of those. And Tuntien, or Tuntien? I guess it'd be Tuntien conscription, which is a building that basically for trading pop growth gives you a bunch of other nice stuff. Noteworthy characters is Cao Ren, of course, Cao Cao's cousin or brother, depending on which version of the story you ascribe to. I just want to make sure I'm on the wrong thing. Yeah, there we go. Sorry guys, you got the wrong overlay there. Okay. We will read this because I think it's different from the Rise of the Warlords one. In fact, let's check. It is.
汉统衰，曹操深知汉室之腐朽，但他依然会全力奋战，保天下安宁。
So Cao Cao is not ignorant to the failings of the Han, yet he will fight all the same to see its survival. Despite his loyalty, he has nevertheless experienced firsthand the capricious nature of the imperial court. The emperor, split between corrupt eunuchs and the resistant empress? Yes. Start again. The emperor, split between corrupt eunuchs and the resistant empress, proffers generosity to Cao Cao with one hand, yet cruelty with the other. Recalled now to fight the emperor's enemies, Cao Cao will proliferate the imperial message to all, whether with conjured rhetoric or remorseless steel. Good lord, I would love to know which CA writer wrote the back end of that first paragraph. Friggin' hell! There's a lot of big words in there. Credit to them for using them, but bloody hell is it hard to read. Right. No battle time limit. We are doing normal. Again, I am a scrub that plays it for the narrative. I'm not here to prove how good I am at Total War. I know I'm not. Shall we get started, guys? Who wants to click the button? Let's click the button.
四海之内，流言风起， 皆云天数有变，汉作已终。张氏兄弟揭竿而起，意在诛灭无道昏君，推翻汉王朝。雄心野望如燎原之火，一星难灭，终至欲壑难填。试问天下有谁能抵挡权柄的诱惑呢？宦官们对汉室倾颓视而不见，依旧为自己攫取着更大的权力。那些曾忠于汉王朝的诸侯，则看到了机会。事到如此，天下人无不设法为己身谋取利益，而张角则盘算着要君临天下，统御四海。天子大权旁落，皇后和宦官们争权夺利，作乱朝政。战火已是一触即发，不知要流尽多少鲜血，才能使天下重归一统。汉朝在铁与血中争得了天下，延续了秦朝的统治地位，并维持了数世纪之久。历代汉帝子承父业，统治着这片江山，并以自己的方式维系着王朝的
have
存
claimed
续。
their rightful place with steel and blood and have stood for centuries as the ruling dynasty of China, inheritors of the Qin's right to rule.
然而，
I didn't get the second
眼下这位
sentence.
皇
The
帝的统治
current
却
emperor's
陷
rule,
入了
however, is
混乱。
beset by turmoil.
腐朽
His
不堪
corrupt
的宦
eunuch
官们
attendants
祸
wield
乱
power
朝政，
selfishly, whilst the
皇后
empress
则为了
battles
控
them
制
for
朝
control
堂
of the
与他
imperial
们争
court.
斗不
The
休。
land is beset by famine and
灾祸连
disaster.
年，
The
饥
people,
荒不断。
tormented by these
被这
omens,
些征
believe
兆
it to be
所
a
折磨
sign
的
of
人
heaven's
民，
displeasure
则
with
认
the
为这
Han.
些都预示着上天对汉家的不满。 与此同时，
Elsewhere in
出
Julu
身巨鹿
Commandery,
郡的
the
医者
healer
张
Zhang
角
Jue and
与
his
他的
brothers
兄弟
studied the
潜
tomes
心
of the
研
books
习
of the
天书，
heaven, believing
相信
themselves
自
the
己
savior
能
of
够
the
救
people
众生
and the
于水火，
harbingers of the
并
Han's
将赵
end.
氏汉
As they
朝的
preach
终
their
结。
message, the beleaguered
当他
people
们宣
flock
讲
to their
传道
words,
时，
hoping for
人
a
们
better
纷纷
future.
聚集过来，聆听他的话语，期待着更加美好的未来。光和5年
It is
冬，
now winter
张
182
角兄弟
CE.
揭
The
竿
Zhang
而
brothers
起，
and their
自
followers have
称
begun to
黄巾
rise,
军。
calling
此
themselves the
时，
Yellow
天
Turbans.
子及诸臣
The emperor,
忙
his
于内
court
斗，
still in
无
strife,
暇
is
他
slow
顾。
to react.
然而，
Yet the
地
dynasty's
方
vassals
军阀
begin
们
to see
却
that
意识
something
到了
bodes
事
ill.
态严重，
As these heroes rise, the
群雄
stage
割
is
据的大
set.
幕
The
就
fate of
此
the
拉
Han
开。
and the realm
英
rests
雄
on
豪
the
杰们
strength of
纷
its
纷登场，
warriors.
天下大事将以刀兵定夺。主公，乱世已临，朝堂之上争斗不息，东北方地区更是叛乱纷纭，天下如今已是合久必分。
此番贼寇横行，万万不可姑息。盖因庙堂之上，严患外戚横行，以致朝堂昏昏，天下大乱。庙堂之上，朽木为官，而我并未与之为伍。朝廷派我出兵勘乱，除眼前暴民之外，我心中自有思虑，那便是匡扶汉室。
然而唯有握稳权柄，方可平定宇内。如今您既无官爵，又无名义，只能先平定北方的叛乱，建立自己的基业。令尊的势力在东南方地区，可以之为援。
此言甚善，我必当机敏行事，服于诸侯。若是此番不得诸侯赏识，或许可以对其加以利用。
正是，您须得谨慎稳妥，同时也应果断坚毅，如此必能在世人面前显露峥嵘。
So here we are, guys, day 1 of the Cao Cao roleplay campaign. The Good Servant. Some things are made to last, while others wither. The assessment made about his person played on Cao Cao's mind. In times of peace you will be a good servant. Cao Cao felt that his destiny was not in serving others, but he believed in the dynasty of the Han. In times of strife you will be a dangerous chief. This made Cao Cao smile, and wonder what he would make of the empire were he in control. So weed out crime and corruption, your efforts will be rewarded in time. Mission issued. Magistrate Cao foretells a change in the wind. In your position as magistrate, reports have come in that a local group of farmers and tradesmen, angered by poor harvests and high taxes, have taken up arms against the state. We must put a stop to this. Otherwise every disgruntled peasant from here to the capital will think of doing the same. Engage Shun Shi in battle, and we will gain movement range. So I'm guessing this is Shun Shi. Yes, it is. And we start with an army that only has Cao Cao in it. And if we look at Cao Cao's officers, the only officer he starts with on turn 1 is his wife, Lady Bien. So I know that people, some of my wolf pack, have reserved certain officers for when they crop up, and I am sure that they will crop up, but they are not here at the start. Not here. That was very Yorkshire, Tom. They are not here at the start. So if somebody wants to pop ! join me 3k with the number 3, as it says in the title, that will tell you how to get involved with sponsoring an officer or naming a regiment. Unfortunately, in Three Kingdoms, naming regiments is only available when that regiment reaches rank 10. So that's something we're not going to be able to implement at the start. But should, Imhotep, thank you very much for popping that. Should anybody wish, I don't believe Lady Bien has yet been reserved or sponsored, so she is available to be sponsored. I'm going to take a look at Cao Cao's traits. He's 27 in 182. He is ambitious, dutiful, and suspicious. And his wife, Lady Bien, is 22. She's incompetent, uncomplicated, and modest. So she's a very simple, humble wife by the sounds of it. So we are going to get straight on. I'm not going to fight this battle because we'll just be massacring archers anyway. It's a waste of time, so we'll just delegate it. And we will take the... You know what? We're going to take the supplies. So we've completed that mission, which means we've now got 6 turns of 50% extra campaign movement range. Cao Cao raises forces to quell the chaos. While you have no lands to call your own, there are many who feel as you do, and seek a leader to follow. You should recruit them and swell your numbers. Recruit and maintain a total of 6 units, so that's an extra 1. Magistrate Cao apprehends a thief. Tales abound from a nearby town where a prolific thief has been stealing from the market. The local lords have requested you attend in your role as magistrate to resolve the situation. Move any character to the following county. Young Joe Toolmaker. Where's that? Oh, okay, yes, it's across there. And we gain 5 credibility. Oh, interesting. Magistrate Cao investigates tales of banditry. Your aid has been requested to find and put down a group of bandits who have been preying on passing travellers. Move any character to Poyang Copper Mine. Interesting. Reports of a corrupt magistrate are investigated. A poor villager starving by the side of the road tells you a tale of the corrupt magistrate of a nearby county. You give him food and medicine, striking out to investigate this crime. That's in Lujiang Lumberyard. Alright, so I didn't actually realise this was the beginning of the Cao Cao campaign. I knew he started nomadic, but I assumed we'd just be taking Xindu But apparently we get to play Detective Cao Cao
顾攀
for a
高
little
峰，
while.
何
Shun
称
Shi
王
was killed
侯？
against us. We've gained a clay axe, a grey thoroughbred, and a devious attendant.
开战！
We don't need the horse because we've got Shadowrunner. But we will, however, have Cao Cao have a devious attendant. And I actually think what we will do is take... We're going to take the stone pig, because these are really just trinkets, so of the two of them, I'm going to take the one that boosts instinct a little bit more. So I assume when Cao Song dies we get his lands. I have no idea, Imhotep. I'd watch that movie, Detective Cao Cao. It's like Detective Pikachu, but with more death. So guys, I think the first interactive element that we're going to have today is going to be which one of these quote-unquote crimes do you guys want to solve first. We have the thief, who is at Yangzhou Toolmaker, which is there. We have the bandits, who are at Poyang Copper Mine, which is to the southwest. And we have the corrupt magistrate, who is at Lujiang Lumberyard. Where should we go first? Imhotep saying Copper Mine. Mike and Doomsday saying Copper Mine. Okay, I guess we are heading towards the bandits then. We can get across the border in one turn, I think. Excellent. Cao Cao eliminates the bandit terror. After asking around the town, you discover the location of the bandit lair. Using coal from a local kiln, you pump smoke into the cave, drawing the bandits into the open. Defeat Wei Hao in battle for an extra 1,000 copper.
将领并肩杀敌之际，
Okay.
敌友关系也会加深，
We
从而
don't
影响他们对你的满意度。
Shush. We don't have the movement to do that this turn, so that is going to be the end of our first turn, guys. We are smoking out, quite literally, the bandit Wei Hao. Should have done a save, Tom. We'll do one when we finish this next turn. So the yellow lords are, I believe, all lords who belong to the Han dynasty, as we do. We don't actually have any spearmen. It's a very open field battle. What do we reckon, guys? I mean, it's only going to be a small skirmish, but it's one of those where I may be able to do better than the auto-resolve or the delegate, but I'm not 100% sure. We could just delegate it, take the win and replenish as we go to the next thing. But what would you guys like to do? Imhotep saying delegate it. It's 3 units. That it is indeed. However, I'm tempted to do it just to try and get Cao Cao to duel Wei Hao, because if you win duels you actually get a bonus, like a permanent bonus to your hit points. So I'm going to do it just to try and get Cao Cao in a duel whilst he's still young and ambitious and not a lord, because I think once he's a lord it doesn't make a lot of sense for him to do that.
究竟是叛乱所为，还是更重的顽疾？皇帝被皇后与宦官操弄，黎民因此受苦。我的智慧与实力，必将令天下重归太平。我将向所有人证明这一点。
Oh, Tyler. That's not Tyler, that's Doomsday. God damn it. Doomsday, you have no faith. I am Cao Cao. I will find a way. we go. Right, swords out front,
弓箭准备，
archers behind,
准备就绪，
tiger and leopard cav on the
骑
right,
兵就绪，
bleh, and saber militia on the left.
准备开战。
Cao Cao in between his infantry units. Away we go.
上！时机已至，顽强不屈。
Push the cavalry forward, I think. Or not.
我军伏兵已暴露，
There they are.
骑兵在此。
Excellent.
你必败无疑。
Don't know why we've lost infantry. Wow, the tiger and leopard cav just absolutely decimated the ones they were
胜利
against.
近在咫尺。
加快速度。起手就绪，赶快，赶快！冲啊！ 一将受首，最终溃不成军。做好准备。
What was that, Doomsday? I don't hear you laughing. Wrecked, Wei Hao.
孤身通谋略，无人能及。
We're going to seize military supplies
给
again.
我抢个片瓦不留。
Liu Hong declared war on Zhang Bao. Cao Cao eliminates the bandit terror. Mission issued. Cao Cao seeks recognition. The land is chaotic, and there are troubling reports of open rebellion to the north. It is vital to gain some power in the court so the tide may be quelled. Reach the faction rank of noble. Oh, we actually started as a governor. So it's governor, noble, second marquis, duke, king, emperor. Interesting. There are people available to recruit. Just assess how good some of them are. 26, 38, 30, 32. Do any of them have unique titles? Not really. Juju. What are his traits? Trustworthy, charitable, and impeccable. Used to fight for Sun Jian? Maybe not. Have serious delay again, Mike? No worries,
扬
but
其真理，去其彼康。
right.
不，
Zhang Yang.
团结一心
I'm。gonna go finish these guys off just because I don't like the idea of leaving them. You know what? With a 56% chance of capturing him, I don't really want to duel him because then he'll definitely die. So we'll delegate this one.
将
He
平
died
定
anyway.
天下又进一步。
And this time we'll take some replenishment.
尔等竟为我效命，孤的势力又增进一步。
And Cao Cao has leveled up. Zhongyang was killed. We also gained a great glaive that we definitely don't need to use. Alright, so we've got the choice between mobility and dignity, both of which seem very Cao Cao. However, for the start, I'm going to go with dignity, which actually generates extra faction support for us as well, which is quite nice. Alright guys, which of the two other missions are we going to do first? Are we just going to cross the river, do that one, and then go up to the toolmaker? Imatek saying dignity, disciplined is very good, and Mike saying dignity as well. Yep, that's what we've gone for. No, I don't want to attack that. I think we're just going to head towards Lujiang. But we have got our first reform. And I think for Cao Cao, especially since the reason that the deployables were added to the game is because Cao Cao is the one that was famous for using them. Also, it gives us military supplies, which in this early game is going to be pretty important. We're going to get military markets. The battlefield is a land of plenty for those seeking a sword, a helmet, and even coin. And then I will save it. It's going to be the first spring of the campaign, so why not? Cao Cao 1. Save. Hang on. Let's do Cao Cao Twitch 1. It worked. And we'll proceed. Lumberyard, then Toolmaker. I think Mandate, because the DLC is called Mandate of Heaven. I mean, yeah, but we'll get that at some point. We are just a governor right now. The Zhang brothers. You hear rumors of 3 brothers of the Zhang family from Julu County who have been gathering many followers to their side. It is said that one day while gathering herbs, one of the brothers was visited by an old man who handed them a book of 3 volumes, The Essential Arts of Great Peace. It was said that whoever held this book would be able to bring peace to all mankind. The group have begun calling themselves the Yellow Turbans due to the scarves they wear on their heads. So we'll move down to the Yangtze. Can we cross in one turn? No, we can't. The 30-second delay, Mike? Jesus. Don't forget that there is also probably a delay between when I check the chat and read things. More people available to recruit. Sway Gu is 21. Might not be a terrible idea to get a level 2 21-year-old. Who is cautious, quiet and distinguished. Fought for Liu Hong till very recently though. I don't know why anybody would want to put a spy in our faction, but Cao Cao is pretty suspicious, so there we go, we've got that one. Aha! Coming to an agreement. Wearing the guise of a Han official, you confront the magistrate and mention that you've heard of irregularities in their account. The magistrate laughs and readily admits this before offering you the usual fee to look the other way. What do we do here, guys? Cao Cao. I feel like Cao Cao would imprison them. That's definitely the Cao Cao thing to do. He is dutiful after all, so ignore the what are we going to do here. I think that's the obvious answer. Such a stain on your honor could not go unpunished, so you personally threw the magistrate into prison.
违令者斩。
And then we need to head towards Yangzhou.
正在行进。
It's an interesting early game start for Cao Cao. I never actually played it when I had early access. I didn't realise that it was... This is how it worked. Graffiti. As you walk through a local village, you see 3 men in the town square. They are tied to blocks and a headsman stands above them. Their crime was spreading graffiti, promoting the yellow turbans around the village. Things seem to be getting out of hand with these yellow turbans.
强者志气一坚，绝不苟且。团结一致。
Sarah would like to sponsor Cao Cao's waifu. Alright, I'll do that at the end of this end turn sequence. Thank you very much, honey. Dong Zhuo declaring war on Zhongliang. Tang Zhuo defects. A yellow turban officer, Tang Zhuo. I actually think it's Tang Zhuo, not Tang Zhuo. There's 2 different spellings there. A yellow turban officer, Tang Zhuo, has seen the error of his ways and surrendered to the emperor. He has implicated others in the plot who have been swiftly dealt the emperor's justice. It seems the yellow turbans are planning to strike against the empire. So this really happened. Tang Zhuo was a guy that was sent to Luoyang to essentially try and curry favour with corrupt eunuchs and you know, other ministers at court for the yellow turbans, so that when the rebellion occurred, which they weren't ready for yet, when it occurred they had like allies in the capital. But when he got there, Tang Zhuo basically flipped sides, told everyone what was going on, and caused the rebellion to occur in 184. Since it's now winter 183, I'm guessing that things will happen. Tai Shutze is in the recruitment pool. We need to look at that in a second, but first of all, I need to add Sarah. Lady Bien. Right. Tai Shutze. Are you serious? He's 17 years old right now. He's level 2 legendary sentinel who is defiant, honourable and intimidating. He left the Han in 182, so he's not a spy. Because it's 180, it's the end of 183. So Cal wants us to recruit Tai Shutze so he can be him again. Sarah's saying get him. I think we're going to grab Tai Shutze, guys, which is definitely ahistorical, but that's the fun of a Total War game. You'll die at 69, Imhotep says. We're going to recruit Tai Shutze. And Cal, are you taking Tai Shutze as well? For the 2nd campaign in a row? Tai Shutze 2, Electric Boogaloo. Cal. Ooh, Cal. I'm going to let you off on this occasion, Cal. You are not in the wolf pack right now, so you shouldn't be allowed to sponsor Tai Shutze in this campaign, because we've changed it. But since you sponsored him in the last one, we'll allow it. Tai Shutze, there we go, sponsored by Cal. Alright, let's move into Yangzhou and see what we get in terms of this mission. Magistrate Cao apprehends a thief. A thief no more. You set a trap for the criminal by setting up a stall in the market with apples covered in red paint. Your men easily apprehend the red-handed thief who falls to their knees pleading for their life to be spared. They stole only to feed their starving family after losing all their money to the tax collectors. That's interesting. So, I don't know this story. I feel like if the option was forgive them and release them or execute them, I feel like Cao Cao would choose execute. But given that he could basically spin hiring them into you are bound to me by service, like that is your punishment, is to serve me, that feels like a very Cao Cao thing to do. So I think we're going to grab this new person. You hired the thief into your service. Their skills may yet prove useful. Oh. Cao Cao faces a dilemma. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed, and it has come time that the capital requires your talents. The government has called for you to travel to Chun Commandery to relieve the current commander of their position. However, your father, Cao Song, has also suggested that he would pay for you to take on his title and lands instead. Interesting. Very interesting. Imhotep saying succeed Cao Song. Waifu, what do you think? I have very few counsellors right now. I'm tempted to say, because there's no way that Cao Cao would choose neither. The whole point of what he's doing is because he wants to gain a power base. Where is Cao Song, Doomsday? I can't move the map. But if you can see the mini-map down here, he's kind of over in this corner. He's east of Chun. Mike says take your own path. I do not think you are made to follow, dear husband. That's a good point. I think we shall forge our own path. You rejected your family's lands, but started anew within your own commandery. And it looks to me like we've got that interesting bug where armies have disappeared. Hopefully that gets fixed very rapidly. I know CA are looking into it. Shut up. Looters declared war on Liu Chong. Cao Cao finds a home. Oh, it might have been we disappeared because we've been teleported to Chun, actually. Cao Cao finds a home. Chun is ravaged by conflict. While you have gained new lands to call your own, much must be done. Looters have seized a key region in the province and must be put down. Engage Li Le in battle. Yeah, we've been teleported up there. That's what that was. Okay, never mind. Fervor is present in this commandery. Interesting. Let's see who our thief was. No, it wasn't Taishat Sir for sure. Okay. I don't appear to have actually gained a thief here. Maybe they'll appear next turn, but I highly doubt it. Such are the risks of playing on launch day though, guys. There will be some bugs that CA haven't found yet or haven't been told about yet. We are going to start by upgrading Chun to a large town. And I am going to send someone on an assignment. Supervise construction. You know what? Cancel that. We're going to send Taishat Sir. As long as Cal agrees, that is. Cal? Taishat Sir, I would like you to supervise construction in our new town. What say you? Puts on hard hat. Taishat Sir is away to supervise construction. Right, how many? Oh, he's got quite a few troops over there. So we are definitely going to need to recruit more men. He's got a lot of cav, so we would probably benefit from having some spear guard. Doesn't look like we can hire captains, so the only other option we've got is either Lady Bien or hiring somebody else to assist us. Sai Shun is only 17 as well. It's not a bad age to take somebody on. Patient, pacifist, and clumsy. Maybe not. Sui Gu, cautious, quiet, and distinguished. That's pretty good. What traits does Lady Bien have? She is incompetent, uncomplicated, and modest. Yeah, she's not exactly a shooting star, hun. I think we're gonna hire Sui Gu. And we shall recruit him. He actually harmonizes with Cao Cao, which is nice.
我的目标十分明确。
So he's going to have 2 axe band. Apparently, how the hell can he recruit Gen sword guards already? That feels like it's wrong. I'm sure that's supposed to be tied to his rank. Although that's 3 and that's 6, so maybe it's 2. I don't know. They cost 33 more to upkeep than Saber Militia. I think it's worth it. But that also means we don't need to keep Cao Cao's unit of Saber Militia. Yeah, we can. Cao Cao can recruit crossbowmen already as well. Let's get a unit of crossbowmen. Right. We shall end the turn. The looters are running away. Cao Cong declared war on looters. Chun Gui has been succeeded by Chun Dung. Not sure how much of that is relevant. Cao Cao raises forces to quell the chaos, of course. I forgot that we had that mission. We've gained the Urya ancillary. Codifying a language such as this requires an elegant approach. That actually seems like a really cool ancillary. And I think Cao Cao would probably want to study it himself. Mon Dieu! Committed, cordial, and charitable. We're hiring Mao Jie. Nobody argue. We have to hire Mao Jie. It's Mao Jie. Right. We are still currently gathering our troops. Yeah, they're slightly better than we are right now. We do need to pick a reform though. David! Welcome to the stream! Why Mao Jie, Imatech? Because Mao Jie historically advised Cao Cao, and I just have like, I don't know, like some kind of soft spot for the fact that he legitimately advised Cao Cao. Almost in the red already. You'll be fine. You know what? It makes a lot of sense from a roleplay standpoint, and the +2 public order is not a bad thing. So we'll get the Bureau of Banditry. Peace can only be attained through regulation. Misinformation leads to chaos, and chaos to war. And that's going to mean we pop save number 2. Did it work? It did. Excellent. This campaign is already going in the directions that Zhang's did at the beginning. I don't know, you've missed the adventures of Detective Cao Cao so far, David, which were pretty awesome. Oh, the looters have taken Chun Livestock Farm. Here we go. The Yellow Turban Rebellion. It has begun! Across the lands, the banners of the Yellow Turbans are being raised, hastened by the defection of Tang Zhou. A call to arms has gone up from the Emperor, and all across the lands, troops are being gathered to defend the Empire from this threat, as brother fights against brother. The Mandate War begins. Mission issued. The warlords of the Han restore the mandate of heaven. With rallying cries about a yellow sky, the rebels have shown their true face. These are mere vagrants, wolves disguising themselves as sheep, tyrants masquerading as saviors. Show the people who really has the mandate of heaven. Eliminate them for the glory of China. Now all the Yellow Turbans ally up. We've gained the Book of Rights. Interesting. Chuan Ro is available to recruit as well. Liu Chong is apparently trespassing on our land. Right, we're going to move down to the border. I'm not spending all the money, for God's sake. I'm investing. Speaking of which, Taishutse should be on his assignment now, so we can upgrade to a large town. We've got to try and get to Chun Livestock Farm before Liu Chong does, because that chunky boy looks like he's on his way. Oi! Sod off! Yeah, we got Taishutse. He entered the recruitment pool, 17 years old, so we grabbed him. So far, David, we have Cao Cao, Sui Gu, Lady Bien, Taishutse, and Mao Jie. The only one we started with was Lady Bien. Yeah, this is going to be a tough siege, but if we don't do it, he's got to be at war with them, right? Well, maybe he's not at war with them. Maybe the reason he's going through here is because he's going for Yangzhou farmland. In which case, we're going to encamp and complete replenishing. He won't assist us because he's not at war with them. The Liang Rebellion. Concerning news arrives from the western territories of the Empire. Some groups of auxiliaries, sensing an opportunity, have rebelled against the Han and begun terrorizing nearby counties. We've gained a herdsman. Cai Mao is already in the recruitment pool. That's interesting.
一统山河，
3 turns until fully
不
replenished.
可能这样做。
法令必行。
What's the garrison there like?
恕难从命。
No, that's not the garrison, that's the army. Population 0. So there isn't a garrison.
如山一般坚挺屹立。
Is that right? 6 units, or 7 units of cav, 2 missile, 2 melee.
事出英雄。
He's ambitious, he's not reckless, so will take some time. I wonder if Dong Zhuo is still going to get fat when it comes to 190 AD. Yes, in the early access streams we did, he definitely did. Oh yeah, Liu Chong's taken Chun Livestock Farm. What the fudge, Liu Chong? Wang Hong has come of age. Who in the hell is Wang Hong? Cao Cao finds a home. Chun is ravaged by conflict. Has been aborted. Okay. We've built a large town at Chun.
一统天下，恢复原样。
Alright. Do we have any other enemies around here? Yes, we do. Because Yangzhou farmland is held by the Yellow Turbans. Hello, He Yi.
万万不可。
That's a concern. Where did he come from?
无关此地
Alright,
人
fine.
丁兴旺，天下兴
We'll
盛
rush
可
backwards.
知矣。
What have we got? Rural tax collector. That's probably not helping us much. So we shall improve the land registry office to irrigated farms. And proceed. Might have to fight He Yi here. He's going to go the other way. Although now we're racing Yuan Shu to get to Yangzhou farmland, I think. Cao Ren has come of age! What? He's done what? Dutiful versus fraternal. Is it unjust, you consider, to be loyal to one lord without ever questioning their greater motives? The mandate of heaven has forever shifted according to celestial discretion. Should not you also bend with the winds of heavenly guidance? So, our shared sense of duty is going to deepen our relationship with Cao Ren. You agreed that the heavens should be our guide. Cao Ren joins! You come across a large contingent of troops. At their head is a stout warrior, Cao Ren, your cousin. After an informal greeting, he offers to aid you in your quest. Excellent! Cao Ren has arrived. So he didn't come of age, did he? He just... Oh, maybe he did, because he's 16. What the frig? Age is like, the age of people is the one thing in Three Kingdoms that is never, like, unless you look it up and remember it, it's not very clear. So some of these guys really kick off, like, their military careers very, very young. Wang Hong is also 16. Did he come with Cao Ren, I wonder? Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he came with Cao Ren. It's time for another reform. Income from peasantry is probably not a bad idea, so register of land and population. An emperor who does not know his people is no emperor at all. And it's time to drop the third Saveroo. Good. Hopefully Yuan Shu's forces won't get here before us. I guess we shall see. Zhang Yan declared war on He Yi. Noble birth, Cao Pingyue. A joyous occasion, a daughter has been born to Cao Cao and Lady Bien. We will see what she is in a second. A little off the top. Logistics can be aptly prepared for, yet easily undone by variables. Supplies are low in your army, and the men accuse you of skimming from the top. The shortage cannot be explained, but you must fashion an excuse to calm the troops before they begin to bay or bray for blood. This is very, very similar to an anecdote I told on day 2 of the early access stream about Cao Cao with the grain officer, but it's not quite the same dilemma. I think I'm trying not to look at what the actual effects are. I'm just looking at the decisions, and I feel like Cao Cao would allay their anger rather than just outright go, "Wasn't me, it was him." Even though, if you were here for the grain officer anecdote, you know that he would do that, as long as it's because he's going to punish that person to allay their anger. So I think this is what we're going to go with. Lower military supplies, but satisfaction. Although it cannot be explained, you theorize an earnest approach will win you the respect, if not the love, of your men. And Cao Cao's leveled up to level 3. So he's got the choice of mobility, flexibility, or nobility. I mean, we're going to go for nobility because it ties into who Cao Cao is and the dignity that we already chose. So we'll do that. Which actually unlocks a second assignment. Apparently Tai Shutze is already back from his previous one as well. Commerce, silk and spice. We don't make any money from that, do we? No. Alright, let's start off by attacking Yongzhou farmland. Pyrrhic victory. I don't actually think the Pyrrhic victory matters because there's no enemy territory beyond this around us. So I think we're just going to delegate and get the win. Any new officers, Imatech? We've got quite a few. Did you disappear for a bit? The chat went quiet for a long time. Did it break or something? We will occupy this.
攻占此城。
We do have a couple of new officers, yes. Cao Ren has arrived and brought Wang Hong with him. I don't know if you saw that or not. So they're the two newest ones.
保护江山。
We are going to upgrade Yangzhou's farmlands to grain farms. Get us some extra food. And that is going to be all we can achieve for the summer, I think. Oh, I meant to try and send people on assignments. That was silly. Any commanders or champions? Wang Hong is a commander, I think. Ma Tung, okay. Chun has completed a building, right. Yeah, Wang Hong is a commander, so is Lady Bien, and there's no champions yet. 31, 16, 18, 16, 24, 23, 29. So Mao Jie is the oldest person we have.
扫清六合。
Doesn't like Zhan Anjuan. Right. Oh! Oh no, we are... Check diplomacy. So we're at war with Yellow Turbans to the north of where Chun is. So I guess Cao Cao's going to head back up that way.
扬其真米，去其彼康。
Right, will he... oh, never mind. Then I need to sort out people for
天
assignments.
辉地真，再现于此。
Quell unrest, lowers fervor. Ah. That's interesting. Right, we're going to send Cao Ren to supervise construction. Do you know when the officer I sponsor joins you? Yeah, I imagine they'll come in the next sort of 5 years because they were there at 190 AD. When will Body Slammer with 2 layers of armor arrive? Who was that? It's Xiaohou, yeah, it's the way Imhotep said. Right. So we are going to send... I can't... You know what? We're role-playing, so even though this doesn't have a direct effect, I am going to send Mao Jie to stimulate the markets in Chun. Just because he's the oldest person. He's the only person who's not practically still in school. Yeah, probably, David. Lu Jie wants to buy our herdsman. Sure. Why not?
此所谓两制相逢。
Yes, some of you have reserved characters that are like pretty synonymous with Cao Cao, but because of the mandate of Heaven's early start point, they aren't there yet. I mean, Cao Ren's just joined us and he's 16 now, so I'm pretty sure he's older than both of the Xiahou brothers. My guess is they will join us when they become 16 as well. We've built grain farms in Yangzhou. We can upgrade them to communal grade grain farms, which will improve the garrison, so we'll definitely be doing that.
当断则断，天意如此。
There's the disappearing army glitch thing. That will, I'm sure, get sorted out eventually. But apparently it's still there right now. Yeah, we'll be okay. Cao Cao's army is in those trees, but because of that bug, we can't see them. Fan Min. Yeah, look, if I move closer, they disappear. That's at about 1 hour 20 minutes into the stream. I might have to clip that and show it to CA. I'm sure they are aware of it, but if they're not... oh, looks like the Yellow Turbans lost their territory up here to Luzhe. So, I guess Cao Cao is going to live in Chen for a little while. We can actually afford to upgrade that to a rural administration office, so we will do that. If anybody can clip the, like, I don't know if you know how to sort of do it after the fact, but if anybody wants to try and clip that disappearing army thing for me, that'd be really helpful. Don't worry if not though, I'll just go back and do it myself. When a good champion pops up, I will take them. Imotech sponsors are only available in this campaign to Wolfpack members, unfortunately. And I'm making an exception for Cal only because I forgot my own rules and asked him who he wanted. So I can't exactly turn around and say no after that. But that's how I think we're going to be proceeding forward. Modesty. Ah, Sarah, Lady Bien. To celebrate their name day, this court noble throws a modest event at their house with a select few friends and relatives, humbly asking them to provide their own refreshments to ease the burden of the cost. Lady Bien is a noble individual. Is it noble to say bring your own beer? We've built communal grain farms. I doubt we can get that any higher. No, we can't. It is reform time. Income from all sources is probably going to benefit us. Civil service recommendations. To serve in government, one must be totally beyond reproach. Alternatively, get your father to hire you. And it is spring, so we're going to pop a save again. Got to keep those saves rolling. Her ye already destroyed, damn he went quick. Yeah, but there's a lot more Yellow Turbans now than there is in the Rise of the Warlords start, so... Don't care, don't care, don't care. You can all shout at me, it's Guoja, don't care. We are having Guoja, there's no way we're not having Guoja.
强者志气一坚，绝不苟且。
He is 40. So is he older than... Yeah, he's 10 years older than Cao Cao. That's interesting. I didn't know that. It's Guoja, guys! Come on! He can't not be hired. That would make no sense.
参见大人。
I'm gonna retire Sui Gu, I think. Well, we're gonna send him home. Which means we'll earn some money, because we don't really need his retinue right now anyway. Although we could arguably do the same with Cao Cao and probably earn back another 800. So let's try that.
绝不苟且。
Guojia was Cao Cao's like original strategist, Cal. He unfortunately died relatively young. I think maybe even before 190. I feel like they've got his age wrong because I'm sure he died before he was 40 historically, and I'm fairly sure it was after 186. But he died of basically exhaustion, dehydration on campaign in the northeast in the desert. Oh, honey, sparring partners. A friend of yours, full of zeal, challenges you to spar, and who are you to resist? As you size up, you feel good, strong, ready, and surely enough, when the fight starts, you soon land blow after blow in a dazzling demonstration of skill. Before long, and laughing, your friend has no choice but to yield. The relationship deepens between Cao Cao and Lady Bien. Because apparently I whooped your ass. Aw, so cute. We've gained a farmer. Is his name Chugong? Right, we do have enough money to upgrade to a small city, so Cao Ren is unfortunately on his way back from assignment, so I'm going to wait until he's able to go back out. Cao Cao has leveled up again. We've got Understanding, Imperious Presence, Flexibility, or Mobility. I mean, Cao Cao was pretty renowned historically for his mobility, his cavalry's mobility. But so far we've been pretty flexible in this campaign, so I think I'm going to get that one first. And then next turn we need to send somebody back on a supervised construction assignment. I let you. Yes, sure you did. Incompetent, uncomplicated and humble, or modest, whatever it is. Yeah. You didn't let me, you just got beat. You got beat. Brilliant versus incompetent. Once again, your harmonious afternoon is disturbed by the clamour of disagreement. This is impossible, one cries. I cannot work with this idiot. Bring me a monkey, that would at least be entertaining. You are an oaf as well as rude, snaps the second. You only know I am a fool because you are a fool too. Their argument rages on. Guoja and Lady Bien, I feel like Cao Cao's always going to choose the brilliant over the incompetent, unfortunately. You fired the incompetent oaf with a dismissive gesture. Anything that impedes harmony is chaos and therefore unwanted. Cao Ren is back. Oh, I guess he was on assignment for another turn, last turn, not coming back. That's my bad. He's leveled up though. Cao Ren is a 17-year-old level 2 sentinel with a brave hunter background. He's dutiful, determined and intrepid. And we have scholarship or precision. I think precision for the brave hunter. He probably knows how to use a bow, which is pretty damn precise. And he doesn't strike me as particularly scholarly either, so we'll take precision first. And move into the winter. He called you an oaf. I didn't call Sarah an oaf. Also, I'm fairly sure that... No, actually, Cao Cao called Lady Bien an oaf. But that's... Give us Cao Hong. Yeah, no, Sarah, I'm so... Like, I still think that maybe when they do... when they get around the whole Cao Cao versus Lu Bu thing, that they might do Cao Hong then, because he was pretty important to that era. I don't think he's been added in Mandate, unfortunately. I want him to. Tai Shi Tzu Cal has gained the Bright trait. This person can find a use for things others would discard without thinking, so nothing is wasted. And we've gained a Book of Rights as well. Okie-do. Right, I need to send somebody on an assignment again. All of our sentinels are the same level right now, so which one of them is the oldest? 18, 20, 24. Cui Gu is, unfortunately. So Cui Gu is going to be sent to supervise construction in Chun. And then next turn we'll be able to upgrade that. I wish we had Cao Hong. There's a lot of minor factions succeeding each other. Friends stick together. Battle is brutal and above all, wearying. In the aftermath, you and a comrade, exhausted, sit to share tea. As the steam rises, silence reigns, but for the pouring of the brew and trickle of the rain. No words are exchanged, for they are not needed. Through silence and presence, you both find a moment of harmony. The relationship deepens between Cao Cao and Guo Jia! Yay! Alright. Cui Gu should be on his assignment now, so we can upgrade to a small city. Public order is on its way down right now. I imagine the military was having an effect there. Guojia is not a happy bunny. Well, we can promote him to a senior orator, since he is Cao Cao's friend and has much talent. Barf. Don't barf. Why are you barfing? Let's do resettlement incentives for the pop growth and the ability to upgrade livestock estates. Would that be the one down where we're at? I don't think it is. I think that's something else. No, it's not. That's grain estates. Which one upgrades grain estates? Then the one after that. So we'll do resettlement incentives. The wise leader can make very reasonable offers to those who decide to stay, toil, and never leave. And it's spring once more. think we are gonna start seeing the Shahos and Yuejin and Dianwei and stuff popping up. I hope we are. He's got a lack of purpose. That's going to increase by 10, which will take him down to -10. Yeah, we'll make him a records secretary. Why not? Eugene comes after 190 in the regular campaign. Yeah, he does. He might appear earlier than that with the mandate start, I'm not sure. I think it's more that he wasn't programmed to be there at the beginning of the Rise of the Warlords, because he was kind of given his own unique look after the game released. So it's possible that it might change when he appears. We'll see, I guess. I'm not gonna replace you. I'm sorry. Who the hell's that? Do they... Hello? Who are you? Originally fought with or served with Liu Hong. So I wonder if that's one of the deployable, like the not deployable eunuchy type people. Because they have funky robes. Oh my god! Those robes give +10 to everything! Ciao Tao! Hi, my name is Lissa. It is, they got a hat? Where's the hat? Or do you mean the physical hat there? I don't think we want to hire that person, but I didn't realise that they could move factions. That's very interesting. Hi, Lissa! Welcome to the stream. How is your Thursday going? You're lucky I didn't yell at you to hold the monies. I didn't buy them. I didn't spend any monies. Huang Shao has been destroyed. Kong Rong has been destroyed, so Kong Rong apparently made his own faction and then was pretty much immediately defeated. The search for talent. You send word far and wide that you are seeking talented people to join your court. One has been found who fits your needs, and they await your decision. Qian Rong. 24 years old, pacifist, tolerant, and healthy. Okay. Guo Jia. Still not exactly a happy bunny. We could make him the chief of records. That will make him happier. Oh, we gained a eunuch ancillary. How do eunuchs lower corruption? That doesn't make sense. Kong Rong is available to recruit. Guys, Kong Rong. Kong Rong. See, even Sarah will say, okay, grab Kong Rong. Cal saying yes, Imhotep saying do it. Doomsday's against. I think it's majority for. Kong Rong's joining the team! Kongi wrong! Kongi wrong! What is wrong? Kongi wrong! Don't know why that was necessary, but apparently it was. He's my boy! Cao Cao is a talent hoarder. He was historically, so we will be hoarding talent. Noble birth, Cao Jiao. Oh, we didn't actually look at what the daughter was going to be. Hang on. Yuan Xiao Festival. As the night draws in, you hear the sounds of celebration in the distance. Distracted from your meditations, you see hundreds upon hundreds of brightly coloured paper lanterns hanging from every house and tree. The sight is truly beautiful to behold. Ah. Let's go see what our two new children are. Whoa, hello! Oh, no, we have siblings. Excellent. Cao Ang is a historical son of Cao Cao. And we have two new commanders. Cao Pingyue, who is a girl who is 2, and Cao Jiao, who is a newborn baby boy. Producing lots of commanders here. Xu Xiao and Wang Dong. Lady Bien, Sarah, has gained the dutiful trait as well. Excelente. Where's Cao Pi, Imatek? I don't know. It looks like we might not be getting him in the mandate start, which is it's a little bit odd, admittedly, but my guess is if he wasn't born when mandate, like, in 182, if he was born after 182, it's probably harder for them to hard code in that your first child after Cao Ang is Cao Pi, who is a commander and, you know, male and will have his own unique artwork and stuff. Like, it's probably easier for them to code that in if the character's already in the game and in the start tree. So my guess is he was born later than 182 and there's just no way for them to make that happen. Cui Gu has leveled up and is also less happy. He is a 25-year-old level 3 sentinel with a clerk or clerk background. I don't know how people say that. I usually say it clerk, but I think it's clerk. He is cautious, quiet and distinguished, and we have perception or stability. Cautious, quiet and distinguished. He seems like a pretty stable person, like he's a very reliable person. Cautious, quiet, distinguished, and he's a clerk, so he, you know, he's going to be good at that stuff. He's less happy though. He's a senior intendant. We'll make him the chief treasurer. Finally, Diao Chan and Shun Yu have unique portraits. Yes, they do. I want Sun Ren and Diao Chan in our faction. Shun Yu has a unique portrait. Yes, he does. Let's go ahead and proceed into 188 AD. Cui Gu is on his way back from his assignment. We've gained the Book of Changes. And Chun has upgraded to a small city, but we're going to wait a turn so we can send somebody else to supervise construction. We've got another reform to pick though. Imatek's entered lurk mode for Minecraft. I suppose that's as valid reason as any, Imatek. Thank you for letting me know, mate. We're going to grab agricultural tax relief. China thrives when its people thrive. They should not be burdened by undue tithes and burdensome debts. Which should unlock the ability to upgrade our communal grain farms to grain estates. So we shall do that. And you know what? let's see if we can get any trade going on. No, we cannot. But we won't be doing that anytime soon. So we've got 7 food. We could potentially, that's the wrong button. We could try and trade food with somebody for a bit of cash. Liu Chong is around us. Yen Shu's to the south, he's got lots of food apparently. Tao Chen has not got a lot of food.
来共商伎略
Let's
吧。
see if we can trade some food with him. It's worth a fair bit. See if he's got any interesting ancillaries. No, he doesn't. Okay. No, I'm giving him money there. No, he doesn't make a lot of money, so he's probably not going to do that. No. See if we can get some cash out of Tao Chen. Yes, we can. I'm not worried about losing that food for the next 2 years, so let's just get
如
some
此良
cash.
言，定是经过深思熟虑。
What missions do we have as Cao Cao Doomsday? Right now we have reach the rank of noble and defeat the Zhang brothers. It's spring again. Proceed forward. I'm tempted to put together an army and just march up and fight the Yellow Turbans in the north. In the mandate start point Doomsday, you start as a governor, as a magistrate in the south, which is what Cao Cao was doing at the time. Liu Chong declared a feud against Liu Biao. I want to find out what these feuds are. Oh, hold on. Scholarly versus incompetent. The benefits of education have been made clear by the Han for centuries. An educated gentleman is the aspirational ideal for all of China. It brings wisdom and grace. Yet there are those amongst your court that eschewed such an upbringing and found glory all the same. Is their method any less legitimate? Okay, this is an interesting one. Because it's comparing scholarly with incompetent, but it's saying that incompetent is the path of not being educated and like winning through combat, which I would say would be like brave or intrepid or something like that. Like it feels like a bad comparison. So I'm not siding with the incompetent trait here, but since Cao Cao himself gained recognition through military victories, I feel like choosing combat is okay, even though it's the incompetent trait that we're siding with. So we're going to side with Lady Bien. Books are not everything. See, that sounds like a Cao Cao thing to say, as much as he does value education as well. And we will send... Taishutse is 21, Sauron is 19. Taishutse! Would you care to supervise our next construction projects in Chun for the next year? Thank you, waifu. Is Taishutsu still there? Yup, he is. Taishutsu, I would like you to supervise construction in Chun for the next year. What say you? Keeps hard hat on. Well, actually, you took it off a couple of years ago, and we've cycled Suigu and Sao Ren through, but I get what you're saying. Right. We are a primarily peasantry-focused commandery. Increases peasantry income by a percentage. That's probably not terrible. So we'll get a drifter farming camp. Guoja is not happy. However, I don't think his happiness is going to... Well, it will. But I think if we make him a senior advisor, that's as high as we'll need to promote him. It shouldn't fall too much lower then. What would his hard hat be? A very strong piece of leather? Possibly. He could have like a toughened leather hat. Like an ancient Chinese construction worker's hat. Zhang Bao and Zhang Jue have declared war on Yuan Shao, as has Liu Yu. We've built a drifter farming camp in Chun. So we can now upgrade that to a farm labourer camp. Right. Yeah, the yellow turbans are pretty hemmed in up top. But it's a long march to get up there for us. I think we'll see for a little bit longer. Might just be a wooden bucket. Could be. Liu Chong has gone to war with, or declared a feud against Tao Chen. Liu Yu's been destroyed. I want to find out what this feud thing is, so hold on a second. If we just go to Luzhe, declare a feud. What is a feud? Because this is definitely new. It's not the same as war. Oh, I wonder if a feud is like a war where nobody else is allowed to participate. Like you can't call allies or vassals and stuff like that. I wonder if that's what it is. Like it's a personal thing between them. We will upgrade the farm labourer camp to a workforce distribution office. Taishutsu seems to have levelled up, Cal. So if you are present, Taishutsu is a 21-year-old level 3 legendary sentinel of exceptional dexterity background who is intimidating, honourable, defiant and bright. And you have 4 options for levelling up: stability, bravery, patience or intuition. Which one would you like, Cal? it's also still got his unique bow. The top one. Bravery. Sounds pretty Taishutsu. And satisfaction-wise, Taishutsu is less happy. Although for the time being, I don't think it's going to be a problem, so we're not going to do anything about that. Mao Jie is on his way back from assignment. Sui Gu has gained the creative trait. Yangzhou has built its grain estates. Grand grain estates requires feudal magnates, which is a long way down the line. Song Jian is in the recruitment pool, guys. How old is Song Jian? 38. And Sai Yong is as well. We'll keep proceeding forward for the time being. Hi, good boy. David waves at Song Jian. Everybody's gone to war with Yuan Shao. Blood runs thicker. Lu Bu, a warrior of rapidly growing reputation, has decided that his current master is not worthy of his service. Tempted by authors of wealth and glory, he gifts their head and lands to Dong Zhuo. And Dong Zhuo has confederated Ding Yuan. Lu Bu's... Ah! Ah! Yeah, no, it's happening. Don't care. It's Zhang Liao. A 19-year-old Zhang Liao. Yeah, we're getting him. Zhang Liao is supposed to fight for Cao Cao, but he fought for Dong Zhuo and then for Lu Bu, and then when Lu Bu was defeated by Cao Cao, Cao Cao killed Lu Bu and hired Zhang Liao. But you very rarely get the chance to get Zhang Liao as Cao Cao in this game because he usually ends up with Dong Zhuo and Lu Bu for good. Also, the economy is fine, David. Right, we need to send somebody on an assignment in Chun. Let's see who our oldest person is. We have got quite the faction. 35, 43, well, it's not going to be him anyway. 35. It's probably going to be one of the 35-year-olds, which is Mao Jie and Kong Rong. Alright, I'm going to send Mao Jie to stimulate the markets that we don't have. But I imagine there will be some kind of market in the town, it's just not an official one. Right, Guojia. Lack of purpose isn't going to get any higher. Desires higher court position isn't going to get any higher. He will lose recently promoted. So he shouldn't end up leaving now. So we should be okay with him there. And we do not want to upgrade that because it's going to make problems. No armies, Hunt. No, I disbanded the army because we don't really need it right now. Like, the only people we're at war with are the Yellow Turbans, and they're a fair way up that way. So I stood them down. Zach P 1996 stopping in real quick to say hi. Thank you for stopping by the stream, Zach. Appreciate that, mate. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. We don't need a standing army right now. We're not under threat. And it just costs us money. Yuan Shao's faction's been destroyed. And Yuan Shao is in the recruitment pool. He's 34. Vain, arrogant, charismatic and dutiful. Mike's like, let him go! Imhotep saying, hire Yuan Shao. I think it'd be pretty cool to have Yuan Shao with us. Mike's saying, don't. It's Yuan Shao! Listen, I know how tempting it is, but we don't even have an army. This economy is going to be so broke when we raise an army. We're never going to have money for an army. Oh my god, look at you all. The army, Tom! What about the army? Fine, we'll leave Yuan Shao to languish. Languish in obscurity. What does that do? Farm tool distribution. Don't know what that even does. Commerce. Industry. I think garrison conscripts is a decent one to grab. Lowers military construction costs before we've built anything military, so that it'll always be 25% cheaper than it could have been. You may wish to serve your village, but first you must serve your emperor. You guys are just spoil sports, man. You just don't want me to have all the cool people. Yes. Can we take Yuan Shao, then execute him? Why would we execute him, though? Because he's got stuff. I mean, his sword wasn't even that good. He'll go somewhere else. He's not going to stay there forever, is he? However, I feel like there is still a roleplay justification for it, because Yuan Shao wouldn't be comfortable serving Cao Cao. So maybe Cao Cao recognizes that that is the case and decides to just not have the headache. Alright, we've got 6 food. And we actually give 5 of it away. 5 on top of that 6. So we could afford to upgrade Chun to a city. Which I think we're going to do. Self-control, deep breaths. It's really starting to piss me off that you have disjointed land. Hello, Liu Chong. What the fuck does this even mean? Alright, well, we're at war with Liu Chong. Or we're feuding with Liu Chong, whatever that means. Time to raise the army! Thank God that's Yuan Shu. Liu Bei's faction's been destroyed. The death of the Emperor. The Emperor Liu Hong is dead. It appears he has perished of natural causes, but his death has caused chaos across the land. Faction Regency. Liu Hong's faction is now in a regency under Empress He, whose artwork is amazing. Taishitsu's on his way back. Liu Bei is actually in the recruitment pool as well now. Alright. I'm gonna raise... Oh, good God. Cao Cao's retinue costs practically every penny we have. Okay. Let's have a think about this. What's the garrison? 1 retinue. We're gonna raise Cao Cao. We're gonna put him in Chun. Empress He is a snack. Oh look, we need an army. Yeah, I think you might be right, Doomsday. It's got to be something along those lines. Right. We will raise Guo Jia since he is the eldest person in the faction, I think. Yeah, he's 43. And then the next senior, other than the other 2 strategists, is 28-year-old Lady Bien, but after her is 27-year-old Sui Gu. Can we afford Sui Gu's retinue? No, not really. Boom! Money! Gone! Right, David. I'm getting pretty sick of your attitude here, right? Listen. Listen. Here's what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, that's not how that works. Damn it! Who is it? Is it Sumashun that can do that? God damn it! It is, isn't it? Listen, David. You may well be correct. But that doesn't mean we have to give up. Double Zeta Ignis, welcome to the stream. Hope you didn't accidentally kill a relative of someone or it will be a blood feud. It would. We haven't killed Liu Chong's relatives though, so I think we're safe on the blood feud front. I would much rather that you were Archer Militia. And actually... okay. Alright. We need to try and trade for some money here. We're already trading food with Tao Chen for another 3 turns. Who does not have much in the way of food? Lu Kang. Hello.
请坐，我们谈谈吧。
Who's he got? Oh, Lady Lu. Okay. No. We will offer you a food trade of 2 food. And you will pay us 200 copper? Not a chance. 100? No. 50? No. This is rapidly becoming not worth it. Screw you, Liu Kang. Okay. We may have to win some battles to earn some loot to pay for things here. But it'll be okay. I hope. Sitting around watching Twitch while the DLC is installing, Zeta? So you have the mandate of heaven as well. I see. There can be only one who possesses the mandate. Except for the millions of people that have probably bought it. The eunuchs kill He Jin. Terrible news from the capital. The schemings of the eunuchs have come to a head and they have killed the general-in-chief He Jin. Killing the eunuchs. Your scouts report that the forces loyal to He Jin have broken into the inner residence, slaughtering the eunuchs and all who conspire with them. The walls of the throne room are red with blood, and the canals flow with crimson tides. Cao Pingyue gained the dutiful trait as a infant somehow. Right. Let's keep saving up some cashola, shall we? Not the butcher! David, just shush, okay? Is Dongzhuo still alive? Be silly that he's still alive when Dongzhuo rises to power. He is still alive right now. Chundung's factions entered a regency. Okay, Empress He is no longer the Empress. The Empire dissolves. She's now vassalized the Han Empire faction, which is the 190 AD faction. Lots of people have now signed peace with the Han because they get the offer. The puppet Han Emperor is captured, Empress He. She is now the puppet, the same way Emperor Xian is. And she's been taken over by Dongzhuo. So Dongzhuo has confederated Empress He's faction. And we get agents of corruption. Lord Cao Cao! The Empress Dowager has thrown her lot in with a cabal of corrupt eunuchs who now wield absolute power over the Han and the child emperor. Prepare yourself. Conflict is inevitable, and order must be restored. The eunuchs' ambitions know no bounds. The child emperor must be liberated from their clutches at all costs, or a new order established for the good of all. Go forth, Cao Cao, and unite what has been divided. So a lot going on there. We've become rivals with Gongdu and with Liu Pi, apparently. A couple of new people in the recruitment pool. We are rivals with Beigong Bo Yu, who is not as much as I would like him to be called Begone Boy. Like, people see, like, I saw a bunch of people because Beigong Bo Yu is the first person that breaks away from the Han in the Liang Rebellion. And I saw a lot of people that were like, is the guy that just left the Emperor called Begone Boy? Like, well, yeah, if you ignore some of the other letters that are in there, he is. He's not called Begone Boy, he's called Beigong Bo Yu. Unfortunately. How does Cao Cao lose relationship of family with his father? It's not that he loses relationship of family. It's that was previously a relationship that was being factored in because they are family. And now it's been usurped by more recent relations. So if you look here, I don't know why, but because he's still got space. But essentially, more prominent, more current relations have bumped it off, so it's not factored in anymore. Right. Liu Chong only has one settlement to the north of us. Can we get a look at it? Come on. Oh, for Christ's sake. It's got a big garrison. Cao Song has not died yet, no. Dong Zhuo is inviting us to a coalition. We would need to give him some copper and a couple of books of rights. That's an interesting offer. What do we think, guys, to potentially joining the Dong? Sarah says no. Imhotep says no. At least it's not the immediate vassalage. That is correct, Zeta. At least it isn't. Could be, and I'm surprised that it's not, to be perfectly honest. But David also saying no. I think we're going to say no, Big Dong. Or Slim Dong, I guess. Tell him to shove it, says Doomsday. He has indeed been told to shove it. Ma Tung declared war on Dong Zhuo. Zheng Jiang has appeared. A hero's aid. You read a report about one of your generals who beat 6 enemies single-handedly, largely due to the courage, speed and loyalty of their horse. Heroes have always had something, or someone, to help them achieve their rightful destiny. It can be a loyal follower, a trusted steed, a book of wisdom, or a weapon of unique properties, but they all fulfill the same role. Whether it is fate or by your very own will and actions, such a thing has come into your possession. The real test is figuring out how best to make use of it, or them, to help you achieve your goal. We gained another great glaive. Hooray! We are rivals with Zhang Bao and with Zhong Zhuo. Wang Guo has arrived in the recruitment pool. As you can see now, there's no more yellow factions because the kind of OG mandate version of the, oh sorry, not the OG, the mandate version of the Han Empire, where everybody is actually a connected vassal, has been dissolved. So now we're back into the Rise of the Warlords version, where the Han Empire exists as a faction somewhere, and they are vassal to whoever has the puppet emperor, which I believe at the minute is Dong Zhuo. Right, we might need to do some diplomatic maneuvering here because we are not particularly strong. Who lives around us? Tao Chen and Liu Biao, mostly. Lu Jie is also to the north.
有何提议？
We are going to manipulate Luja to
足
like
下
us a
声
bit
望
more.
如雷贯耳。
Should have probably checked what kind of relationship he is, though. And I'm not sure if Cao Cao will still get his event thing where Cao Song dies and we can declare war on Tao Chen, but we'll see. For that reason, though, I'm not going to agree to anything with Tao Chen or anything else. We will, however, try to persuade Liu Biao that we're actually nice people.
真令人高兴。
Double Zeta Ignis, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Right. Hopefully that'll keep them off us for a little bit of time.
定乱安民。
I doubt they're going to come out and fight us. Mao Jie has leveled up. He is a 36-year-old level 4 strategist with an advisor background who is committed, cordial and charitable. I think an advisor needs to be pretty intuitive, so we'll give him intuition. He's not happy, but that shouldn't be a risk factor right now, so we'll leave him for the time being. Zhang Liao is going to drop by another 8, but he should be fine as well. Kong Rong shouldn't drop any further than he already has. Okay.
扫清六合。
We also need to pick a reform. Raid to draw them out. You can't raid in Three Kingdoms, Mike. That's a Warhammer thing. Wait, can you raid?
团结一心。
No. Do. That's probably not a bad idea for lower mustering turns. Convict drafts. The slave is at the whim of the state. If it says they shall fight, then they shall.
拿起武器。
We shall return to our side of the border because we want to keep replenishing.
不行，
保护江山。
4 missile units. They've got a lot.
平定天下。
Alright, we'll proceed forward another turn. I forgot to save. It was Spring Tom.
此乃我方心意。
Liu Biao will cooperate with Cao Cao. This is really subtle, by the way. If you guys get this offer, Liu Biao does this a lot. This is basically a form of vassalization. My buddy Randolph-ski almost fell for this trap with Liu Biao as well. It says cooperation, we will cooperate with Cao Cao, but you give something. From our regular income, they will receive 20% of our family estates, 20% of our taxation, and 20% of our trade. That does not look like he is cooperating with me at all. That looks like I am cooperating with him. So if you do get this offer, be very careful. Make sure you pay attention to the fact that there are figures here that are bowing down, and don't go purely off of the wordage. It's not a good thing. And I almost clicked accept because of his new governance thing.
变了。
So is he the only one that can do that then, Imhotep? He's the only one I've seen do it. But he's a crafty bugger. Yes, he is. Okay, thank you very much. Imhotep with some info there, guys. Chun has been upgraded to a city. We can also afford to send somebody else on an assignment. Cao Ren is 21, Zhang Liao is 20, so we will send Cao Ren to supervise construction.
违令者斩。
Right, have we got a building in here that's going to help us produce some cashola? We could get a marketplace. It's not going to actually generate any income though. Right, we're going to go for state workshops just because they do give us some income. Need to wait next turn, don't I, until Cao Ren's in position.
当断则断。今夜宿营于此。
They should all be fine. Wasn't that a Suma Liang trait? It could be? Maybe it's like Yuan Shu's legitimacy, so the more cooperation he has, the better he gets, possibly. Because I imagine he was pretty pacifistic to play as. Yo Pingyan will give us 23 copper to sign a non-aggression pact. She's off to the west with one settlement. She's an incompetent leader, so she's unable to field a strong army. That's interesting. Does not try to recapture lost territory. Very willing to become a vassal of a strong faction. Oh. Poo. It's really not worth it for 23 copper anyway. If it was more money than that, I would probably have done it, Mike, but the truth is she's a one province leader that's not going to gain any ground, so it's a lot more likely that if we end up bordering her, we'll just attack her and take her territory, and I'd rather not be breaking a non-aggression pact to do that. Ambition's folly. Ambition is laudable, yet this general's strategies to raise their own standing at the expense of others has not endeared them to their peers. Deceit has won the promotion they coveted, but those they made appear foolish may hinder any further advancements. So, great, -10 satisfaction faction-wide. That's not good at all, considering how close some of our people are to leaving. In fact, I think if we don't do anything about it this turn, we're going to have a lot of people skipping ship here. Cao Cao, for fuck's sake! You absolute tool. Alright, who's the biggest risks? It's going to lower it by 10. So Zhang Liao is the biggest risk because he's only got 10 left. We are going to have to promote him to a senior intendant to hopefully not lose him. But this is going to get very, very tight here, and we may risk losing some peeps. It's going to cost us 1,000, which means we can't do any promotions beyond that, should we do it. Let's get it done. In fact, no. It only takes 1 turn to build. I'm going to wait 1 turn. See where we end up next turn. Ancillaries to help David. That will probably be smart. Tao Chen wanting a non-aggression pact for 1,000 copper. Came at the right time, Tao Chen. Otherwise, I would have said no because of who he is. But I think, yes, David, ancillaries if we don't lose anybody. Although that feels a little bit cheap. I mean, I know so does promoting people title-wise, but essentially their satisfaction is who's grumbling. And it makes sense to give titles to the people who are grumbling if it stops them from grumbling. Lots of people are very, very unhappy right now. Guojia is at an 8, but his -8 from lack of purpose is on its way down because he's in an army, so he should end up at 16. And then when the recent events disappears, which will be in however many turns, I don't actually know. Don't remember what it said, but that'll then eventually disappear. Cao Ren is at 24, so he's not a problem. Taishet Sir is at 7, but his lack of purpose is going to increase by 8. So we need to do something about him. Wang Hong should be fine. Sui Gu's lack of purpose is going to go up by a lot. Mao Jie shouldn't move from there. Zhang Liao should end up at a net 8. Kong Rong shouldn't change from there, so we should be okay. So Taishet Sir is about the only one we really need to do anything about, I think. Was it Taishet Sir the only one? Taishet Sir and Sui Gu. But I don't think... Okay. There's not a lot we can do for Taishet Sir. If we can improve Cao Cao's authority more, that's not going to help. Yeah, which we can't do because we're already getting max from it. Tell you what, Taishet Sir is a senior intendant. He's been here a while. We'll make him a chief treasurer. That should deal with him. And Sui Gu... Well, he has already fought in the army, so... And we've got a duplicate copy of the Book of Rights. So let's give him our duplicate copy of the Book of Rights. Right. We're in a bit of a crisis here, guys, but we're dealing. And I think we can still afford to get the state workshops here, so we'll get them. Let's push on. Bianzhong! We give Clay Warrior, he gives a non-aggression pact. No. Go away. Why are we in a crisis again? Because we got an event that did -10 satisfaction to everybody. Because Cao Cao is a contemptuous individual. Dong Zhuo formed a coalition with Lu Zhe. That's interesting. Dong Zhuo is now slightly more plump than he was before. Taishet Sir's gained the creative trait, Cao. When a problem confounds other more practically minded people, this one applies imagination and innovation to find the answer. Plus 12 expertise! Jesus wept! He should be okay. Guojia should be okay. Suigu is going to increase by 14, so he's going to be borderline, but hopefully he won't increase quick enough. He should be okay. He should be okay. Kongrong should be okay. Zhongliao is going to increase by 8. No, it isn't. He should be okay. Okay. Cao Cao and Zhongliang are apparently rivals, and we've gained a craftsman ancillary. We've completed our state workshops and lack the cash to make them into communal workshops. I'm going to raise taxes and try and get a bit more cash out of the peasantry. Lu Jie is willing to pay us 1,000 copper for a non-aggression pact. Everybody's taking advantage of the fact that we've got 0 money, but that's fine. It's keeping us afloat. And potentially making us some friends, who knows? Dong Zhuo invited Chun Su into the coalition and Ru Ningyue. Cunning versus sincere. As you share a meal with a close advisor, he puts it to you that sincerity in all things is to be ardently pursued. You counter that knowledge is power, and like an army, can be deployed strategically. You continue postulating long into the evening. Interestingly enough, Guojia seems to be the one who is sincere here, and Zhongliao is the one who is cunning. But I think Cao Cao would choose cunning every time. Knowledge is power. Empires have risen and fallen on well-placed whispers. You always do what you must. Right, we can afford to upgrade the state workshops to communal workshops, so let's get that on the go. And actually, we are going to enter the settlement to balance out the public order from the increased taxes. Yeah, Mike, cunning is definitely more Cao Cao. Improving satisfaction for any class right now wouldn't be a bad thing, although I don't think we've got any vanguards. What else does that do? Not really much. That increases income from industry, which we are actually making a little bit of now that we've built those state workshops. So I think iron and salt agencies. The salt must flow, and the iron. The iron must also flow. Okay, it's spring 191, so we'll do another save. Can you sponsor the deviant attendant follower? I guess you can. Not that that particularly means too much, but sure, if you want to pretend that you're whispering in Cao Cao's ear, go ahead. You usually are anyway.
你不用怕我们。
Liu Xun, where do you live? Down to the southwest. No, because you're not giving us anything.
如你所愿。
Chen Su invited Tao Chen into their coalition, and Liu Chong, which is the same coalition that Dong Zhuo's in, is it not? Yuan Shu declares his intentions. Messages have reached you that the warlord Yuan Shu has declared himself the emperor under heaven. Such a brazen act has angered many, but he has also drawn powerful nobles to his cause. Interesting.
必令天下再无纷争。
Why is he at 5 now? Oh, he's going to lose +6 from his recently promoted at some point. We'd need 800 to promote him again. Mao Jie's at 5 as well. You know what? I actually don't think I care if there's a rebellion. Because if we defeat a rebel army, all we do is get money. Let them rebel! I feel like I just had a Cao Cao moment.
我方静候足下答复。
Willing to buy a herdsman, father? Sure, why not?
足下欣然接受，令我等
Hashtag
倍
Cao
感
Cao
欣喜。
moment. Why not let them rebel? We can then loot them and steal their things. Ha 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 ha! Liu Chong ended their feud with Tao Chen. Noble birth, Cao Song. We've had a son that we've named after my father. An adept recruiter. A young administrator in your camp by the name of Yue Jin, David, has gone above and beyond the requirements of his station. Unprompted, he has recruited 1,000 fresh troops from his hometown to join your cause. I assume that we're elevating him. It's David's choice because it's his sponsored or reserved character. And David's choice alone. Nobody else weighs in. David says yes. Such initiative should be encouraged. David, Yue Jin has arrived and apparently starts with 2 points. So Yue Jin is a 33-year-old. Wow, he's one of the older guys in the faction now. 33-year-old level 3 legendary sentinel. He is of the Lion of Yangping background. What Yue Jin lacks in stature he makes up for in fierceness, fearlessness and deadliness with his bow that he doesn't have. He's dutiful, reckless and determined, and for your first choices you have zeal or stability. Which one would you like? Zeal, which now means you have stability or perception. Which other one would you like? So Yue Jin actually arrived before Xiahou Dun and Xiahou Yuan. That's interesting. Perception. Very well, David. Yue Jin is on the board.
事，必用重典。
It looks to me like we've lost the recent events one now, so that's good. The moment seems to have, or the danger has passed. Right. Don't forget, guys, as well, if you've got a sponsored character, you can always ask me, you know, can I do X or can I do Y? And if it's possible, we'll do it. Lu Kang. Non-aggression pact for 200 copper. Sure.
此次会晤收获颇丰，多谢足下。
No, we are not changing the goddamn difficulty. It's fine. Declawing the tiger. Sun Jian is killed by Huang Zu at the Battle of Xiangyang, cut down in a hail of arrows. Sun Jian is dead. Autumn 191. Wow, Eugene's really happy. He's the only one, but he's really happy. We have an available assignment. Let's send either Cao Ren or Zhang Liao to supervise construction. I think Cao Ren is a year older, isn't he? Yes, he is. So we shall send Cao Ren to supervise construction. I wonder who came into power. What do you mean? Alright. This thing doesn't seem to be working particularly well here. Because that looks like it's like, I don't know, a public order map or something. And it says ownership, which is definitely not the case. We've got 1600 right now. We could recruit Eugene for 600. I believe, apart from the other two strategists, Kong Rong and Mao Jie, that Eugene is the next oldest in the faction. So, Eugene, I would like to employ you as a lieutenant in my army. What say you? Send me at 'em. Excellent. Then your military rank will be lieutenant, if I can spell it correctly. Confirm. Right. Oops. We are going to recruit a couple units of Saber Militia. And yes, I am aware that we are financially effed right now. But it's fine. It's part of the plan. Oh, Tao Qian. Military access for 900 copper. Sure. Since we, you know, kinda need the money. Sun Jian's now under a regency under Lady Wu. Lady Bien, Sarah, has gained the trusting trait. She's such a wholesome, lovely person. Empress Her is apparently in the recruitment pool. That's really interesting. You know what? Does that eke more money out of them? It does. And I don't care anymore whether we upset them, because we're just going to kill them if they get angry. So, let's get it. Take the Empress for the memes. Can't even afford to do it. Oh look! Rebels! No. Bring me money. Lady Wu has been succeeded by Sun Ce. Lu Bu is... What the fuck? Lu Bu's taken Ying Chuan. Excuse me, Lu Bu. We were kinda counting on that. Cao Cao and Guo Jia have become friends! Yay! Right. Let's get rid of the rebels. Yeah, she was in the recruitment pool, Sarah. But I don't think it's like... I think now the puppet emperor is Emperor Xian, not her. Which is also her name. We're definitely ransoming because we don't have any money. We'll see if we can defeat Qi Qinbao in battle and grab some cash off of that victory as well. You wanted her? Da 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 da. I'm going to get provincial iron tool forges. Iron tools last longer and work better than any of their predecessors. And then we shall pop what's probably the second to last save of the night. As we are getting towards the end of the stream. No worries, David, we're probably only doing a few more turns anyway, bud. Lujia, military access for a lot of money. Sure, why not? I think the Yellow Turbans just took Yingchuan farmland. which means we could now start fighting the Yellow Turbans. There is another rebellion imminent. Apparently we're making no money now on maximum taxes. That's interesting. Let's head up here and defeat this army. Mike unfortunately has to go as well. See you next time, Mike. No worries, buddy. Appreciate you hanging out with us. I hope to see you very, very soon. The next Total War stream will be Monday, which will be more day 2 of our Cao Cao campaign, but I hopefully see you then. And hopefully Xiao Yuan will turn up then as well for you. We are definitely ransoming her and all of their troops. Cao Cao and Yue Jin, it's a shame David's gone because they've become friends. And there are lots and lots of yellow turbans over here, and Liu Chong himself is coming over that way, so there's going to be a fair few fights on the cards pretty soon. We can send somebody else to do something in Chun. I think that the best thing we can do is probably send either Lady Bien or Wang Hong to collect extra taxes to eke out a bit more income from peasantry. So, Sarah, would Lady Bien wish to collect taxes from the people of Chun, or does she prefer if Wang Hong does it? Because somebody's gonna go collect taxes from the peasants. The question is, will it be you? I mean, it is somebody's duty, but again, it can be him or you, so it's up to you whether you want it to be you. Cao Cao doesn't care, because if you say no, he'll just send Wang Hong. You seem bored, wife. Would you like to collect taxes from the people of Chun? I was going to send Wang Hong to do that, but perhaps you would like something to do. I'm not seeing a confirmation there, so I guess we're sending Wang Hong. Wang Hong it is. Done. He's gone. The yellow turbans are messing the Han up. Yeah, they certainly seem to be rolling that way now. There's a new rebellion down at Chun. Imagine if we die in day 1. I mean, if we do, we'll just do a better job of it on Monday. Chun Su. Don't know where you are. Where is Chun Su? Oh, he's over there. Sure, why not? We're not going to get anywhere near you anytime soon anyway. Would it mean a new campaign or another Cao Cao? I think, considering it's only day 1, we'd do another Cao Cao, Imhotep. If we were, like, well into a campaign and we got killed, I'd probably say we'll do a new one. Reckless versus cautious. On the issue of war, you find 2 schools of thought emerging between your generals. One argues that we must push our advantage and not waste time. The other suggests that rushing in without due thought could easily lead us into obvious traps. Both sides have their merits. We're going to go with Sui Gu on the cautious front. You realized it is better to look before you leap. Yes, we did. There's now a rebellion in Chun. Again. Cao Cao 2, Electric Boogaloo. Cao Cao 2, hopefully Tom doesn't squander everything. Dong Zhuo wants a non-aggression pact for 989 copper. It's interesting. He has got the Child Emperor, and he does have Luo Yang behind Lu Bu here, but other than Luo Yang, his territory is mostly quite some distance away. And given our situation, I'm not sure that we can afford to let our morals get in the way of pragmatism. So I think I'm going to accept this. What do you guys think? I'll give you a Scooby few to get your answers in there. I know that most of the guys have had to skip out at this point, but we'll see who's left. Not seeing a lot coming up. I guess we're accepting it then, because that's what I think we're going to do. And nobody's disagreeing so far, so we'll do it. Making deals with the devil. Or with the Dong. Deals with the Dong. Gain some more ancillaries. We're not really making much in the way of profit, however. We are going to allow the rebellion to grow a little bit, so that the malcontents that are leaving for the rebellion keeps bringing the public order back down. Or back up, rather. Sun Tzu, 1500 copper for a non-aggression pact. Absolutely. Hello. A friendship forming. Oh no, David's gone and it's him again. Can friendship bloom on the battlefield? It would appear so, as 2 comrades find comfort in one another, laughing, training and dining together. Their bond is emblematic of the strength that will reunify China. Guojian Yuejin. Right, how about you fudge off? Good, that's given us some more cash. We shall take the... You know what, we'll take the income.
没关系，放了他们吧。
And Cao Cao has leveled up again. 37-year-old. Level 5 legendary commander, strategic mastermind, ambitious, dutiful and suspicious. I'm going to give him imperious presence. Alright, we've got 7,000 copper right now. Although, if we lowered taxes back, we lose 350 per turn.
其真理，去其彼康。
I'm gonna swap this dude. Oh, hello, we can get Trebs. We can also get the new multiple bolt crossbow siege weapons, which I haven't used yet, but Trebs are unfortunately expensive, and expense is something we cannot afford right now. $650. That would give us not too long to gain money back. However, hopefully we would be able to gain it back from Yingchuan. Alright, we shall try and go from there, I think. Let's just make sure we don't accidentally lose anybody. Zhang Liao still seems to be stable at 9, so he should be fine. Liu Yan, where do you live? Way over in the west. Sure. Extra 1,000 copper for practically nothing is fine with me. Which brings us into the spring of 193. Another 2 turns before those units are fully mustered. Which would bring us down to about 5,100. And from that point we'd have about 2 years to conquer something. I think we can do that, to be perfectly honest. However, we need to select a reform. You know what? 2% extra replenishment can't be bad, so we'll get disaster relief systems. The state will help where it can to get China back on its feet. And I think this position is where we are going to leave ourselves. I don't like that this map keeps resetting itself. I'm not sure what it is that it keeps resetting itself to either. Wealth, I think it sets itself to for some reason. but I'm sure that they will fix that. The DLC was released today, so it's, you know, there's going to be a few bugs, and they will get worked out over the next few weeks, probably the next week, I'd imagine. However, our current position is that the Yellow Turbans are swarming the northeast now. We are at war with Liu Chong as well. Looks like the Yellow Turbans under Gong Du are doing some damage down in the southwest too. And Bei Gong Bo Yu is still a problem to the northwest. We are in financial dire straits, but I think we've got approximately 2 years before we actually run out of cash. And I think, since we're about to have a full army, that we may have the opportunity to advance into Yellow Turban territory and start doing battle and earning money through war. So hopefully when we return on Monday, guys, next stream for Three Kingdoms, well, the next stream for Total War will be Mandate Monday, which will be day 2 of this campaign. My next stream will be tomorrow night, midnight GMT, when I'll be going live with some Sun State roleplay, which I'll be doing on Saturday night as well. So hopefully, if I don't see you for the SRP streams, I'll see you on Monday. Let me have a quick nosy about whether or not I can raid anyone. I can indeed raid Rebel King. Hold on a second. You know what? Hopefully Rebel King will forgive me, because we've raided him lots. Instead, I am going to raid one of Sun State's members, who is currently streaming Kingdom Come Deliverance. So we're going to raid... God damn it. We're going to raid Sinister Cold. If you guys like what you see when you get over to Sinister Cold channel, please do drop him a follow. I will be doing that as well, because apparently I wasn't already. Make some noise when you get in there, drop some woofs, some barks. Make sure he knows where he's being raided from. I'll see you guys very, very soon, but for the time being, it's going to be War Dog out.